I'm Shelby Wilson, and I'm the okayest mom. So, it's fall. What does that mean? It means we're all hiring photographers. We're getting our kids all dressed up in clothes that they normally wouldn't wear, and we're sitting in front of a camera acting like we've got it all together as a family. Am I right? In light of this season of being in front of the camera, I want to talk to you ladies and tell you just a little takeaway that I have from being a former photographer. And actually, guys, this is the reason my photography business never took off. So shout out to all of you photographers who are able to just get out there and slay it. It is a tough business. And for me, there was one area in particular that was especially difficult. And I'm just going to be really frank here. It is the negative self-talk. Oh my gosh. There is nothing that takes the wind out of your sails faster than when you show your work of art to someone and they start picking it apart. You wouldn't do that to a painter, would you? So when a photographer shows you the photos that he or she took of you and your family, why do you have to look at it and start picking yourself apart? It's beautiful. You're beautiful. Your photographer saw something beautiful in that moment. And the moment that you start picking it apart and start with all of the self-deprecation, it turns that beautiful moment into a moment filled with shame and negativity. Coming from someone who used to be a guy's girl and hung out mostly with guys, I've noticed there's a big difference between hanging out with guys and hanging out with girls. And a funny story of just this past weekend was I had a bunch of girls over to my lake house for just a weekend getaway, and we were all getting ready to go outside and go to just go on a walk around town. And usually whenever I walk around town, I'm wearing like athletic shorts and a tank top, no makeup, hair in a ponytail, you know, just not really too concerned with my appearance. I want to be practical. I want to be comfortable. I want to be ready for a walk, and I'm going to sweat. But as girls were getting ready to go out, I heard this conversation across the hallway. Like I was just kind of downstairs ready to go, and I could hear the girls upstairs going, "Why do you look so cute? I thought we were just going on a walk. You have like denim shorts on. I was told to bring athleisure. I was told to bring athleisure wear. I didn't bring anything that cute. Are you putting on makeup?" "Yeah, I'm gonna put on makeup because I think we're gonna take some pictures." "Oh, okay, I'll put on makeup with you. Can I borrow your curling iron?" "Yeah, sure, I'm almost done." And I was laughing to myself because I was thinking, if this were Justin and he was having a guys' weekend here, this conversation wouldn't be happening. It was just funny. And so I went upstairs and I hung out and put on some makeup and curled my hair and had fun with it too. And we did take some pictures, and I was glad I did get a little jazzied up for the camera, because I always feel more confident in front of the camera with a little bit of makeup on. So that's just a funny story to show like how much time and thought can go into being a girl. And we're beautiful. I just want to take this moment to say we're beautiful either way. We're beautiful without makeup on. We're beautiful with makeup on. You're beautiful. You're fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God, okay? So when you're taking family photos this year, I want you to just keep something in mind. When you get those pictures back, don't look at all of your flaws. Look at the beautiful family that you've been given. You are beautiful and your family is beautiful, and just treasure that memory. Treasure that season in life. You know, your kids are going to be different tomorrow, and on that day they will never be the same as they were that day. And that moment is eternalized because you got a photographer and you got pictures made. And if you're too scared to get in front of the camera, I challenge you just to do it. You know, people say, "I could never do videos like you and put them out there on the internet." And I say, why not? You don't know how? I'll show you how. And they're like, no, I can't get in front of the camera like that. And I mean, you're right, you can't, because you said you couldn't. Your words have so much power. Your words have so much power. And the words that you're speaking over yourself and your perceptions of what your flaws are physically, oh my goodness, you are giving the devil a foothold. So I just want to share some Bible verses with you guys to encourage you to just get your mind right, get your heart right, get your words right. It is so important. So I don't know if anywhere in the Bible it says the devil has power over our thoughts or knows our thoughts. I'm sure he has power over our minds, but I don't think he knows our thoughts. I think that is up to God. But I think it's important to train our thoughts, because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth flows, right? The words come out of your heart, which come from your mind. So we need to train our thoughts so that our words will match our thoughts, okay? So on negative thinking, Philippians 4:8-9. Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. What you have learned and received and heard and seen in me, practice these things, and the God of peace will be with you. Doesn't say anything about flaws. Doesn't say anything about things that could be improved. That's a big one for me. I'm always finding room for improvement and thinking that things can be done a better way. And that's hard when it's people doing it their way, and I feel like I need to step in and change it. 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober-minded. Be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion seeking someone to devour. And when you speak those words, the devil has a foothold. He hears them. Romans 12:1-2. I appeal to you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God. Okay? That's your body. That's your appearance. That's everything. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. He doesn't make mistakes. And I think when we speak this negative self-talk over ourselves, he is incredibly offended. That's his work of art. Think about that next time you speak that about yourself. Present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. When you're speaking those negative things about yourself, do you feel that that is good and acceptable and perfect? No, it's not from God. So I just wanted to share a few of my thoughts as a former photographer, and just something that I saw is running rampant in women, and I've had enough. And I had to get this off of my chest right here, right now, with no makeup on. My hair hasn't been fixed, just coming to you in all of my natural beauty, given to me by God, to just encourage you and remind you to speak well of yourself. You are beautiful. Get those family pictures taken. You will regret it if you don't. And love them. That's who you are. See the beauty in yourself that your friends see in you, that your spouse sees in you, that your photographer sees in the beautiful pictures that they turn back to you, okay? And when someone gives you a compliment and tells you you're beautiful, say thank you. Say thank you. Learn to accept the compliments and believe them, because they are true.